All right, ladies, welcome to the team. I'm so excited to have you girls on today. First and foremost, I always start our new coach calls with having a vision of why you want to start this business. Okay. So, long story short, for me, I've been in the business 8 years. I absolutely love it. I eat, breathe, sleep Beachbody. I've created one of the top elite teams in the entire Beachbody network. That's over 400,000 coaches. And our team, the team that I've created, has made the top 200. Something I'm really, really, really passionate and proud of. So if this is something that you guys want to go full time with, I promise you it is absolutely possible. And you are on a great team. We have a lot of support here. If you guys ever have questions, if you're ever feeling out of the loop, you can always lean into the Facebook chat rooms, ask questions, get to know the other coaches because honestly, we're like a huge family. So we'll be there to support you through your good days, your bad days, and everything in between. So for most importantly, I try to create this community where everybody feels welcome. So whether or not you decide to stick with the business is obviously up to you, right? But I always tell everybody, start with a vision in mind, okay? Create your why. Why do you want to do this? For me, I started and I was about $70,000 in debt. My husband and I were working both 9 to 5 jobs. I was miserable. We own a real estate practice as well, so we were always out and about showing properties. And then I had my third baby, my fourth baby. Now I'm pregnant with number 5. But prior, it was just chaos, and I didn't want to live my life that way. We were just in debt, and Beachbody happened to fall on my lap, and I took hold of it, grabbed it, and I ran with it, and I haven't looked back. And I mean, we're 100% out of debt now. Both of our cars are paid off, house is paid off. Like, there's been so much that Beachbody has been the vessel for and it allowed us to do. And I share that because if that is you, I can wholeheartedly promise you that this business will take you where you need to go. But you have to promise yourself that you'll be here a year from now. Okay. I always tell the new coaches to give it a year span and commit to it every day for a year. And if at that year mark you're like, this isn't for me, then so be it, right? But at least you know you gave it your all for an entire year. Okay. And I provide full trainings. We just had another coach call before this call. So if you guys go into the Boom Squad team page, you'll find all the trainings in there. And I just want to touch on the groups really quick. So if you guys have pen and paper, it's a lot easier if you write the names down because there are a lot of groups and group chats that you probably have been put in and you're like dinging all over the place, right? So Boom Squad is our team page. That is where you will find all of your training material, okay? When you go into that page, you can click the unit tab at the top. Like when you open up a Facebook group, there'll be units and at the very top. Click on units and that will pull up any training that you need to learn, okay? So if you haven't watched the new coach welcome video yet, make sure you go in and watch that because that has like your basic steps of getting started. And then if you guys have not done your coming out post, I would absolutely love if you guys could get that done today and tag me in it. Now, I know that it can be like nerve-wracking and overwhelming because you don't really know what to say, but if you go into that team page, there is a full-on example of how to do a coming out post. Do you guys have questions on that? You can unmute yourselves. Nope. Okay. Awesome. So that's the first thing you want to do, okay, is start sharing your transformation journey. Really quick, I want to touch on a lot of coaches, are kind of hesitant to start working this business because they feel, hey, I'm not at the goal body weight I want to be at, right? I don't feel, trust me, ladies, I was there too, okay? And I'm back to being pregnant, so, but I want to tell you that if you share your journey right now where you are today in your uncomfortable states, maybe you do feel miserable, maybe you just don't feel yourself right now, that is what people will follow, and that's what people resonate with. So when you can pull back the curtain and share truly and be transparent in your journey right now, that's when this business is really going to kick off for you. Okay. And yeah, that's not easy. It's not easy to share the yucky stuff, right? But I remember one of my first posts was I had just started and I just had baby number 3, and I actually went on live, which is kind of crazy to think about now because it was easy for me back then, and sometimes I still get nervous doing Facebook Live. But I went on live and I shared my postpartum stomach, and I just let it all hang out, and I cried. I was like, listen, I'm uncomfortable, I'm miserable, but I'm starting something right now to change my life, and I want to take other moms on this journey with me, right? And that immediately made people feel comfortable with who I was. They didn't feel like I was trying to sell them a product. They just felt like they wanted to be a part of what I was doing. So I hope that makes sense with you guys. Never not post because you don't feel good or feel cute or anything like that. Share the ugly stuff too, because it allows people to know that they can do this too right now today at 500 pounds if they were, right? Because you're sharing the vulnerable stuff too. Okay, so create your why. Think about why you want to do this. Do you want to pay off debt? Do you want to save for your kids' college funds? Do you obviously you want to do it because you want to start feeling better in yourself? Do you want to help people? Start writing all of those things down, because those are going to be the backbone of why you show up to this business every single day. Mine seriously was, I wanted to buy a house in cash. I wanted to pay off all my debt. Mine was very income focused, but I know that's not the same for everybody. But for me, it was, and it still is. Create your why and your vision of why you want to do this, okay? So that you can keep going back to that. All right, let's talk about the groups again. Okay, so Boom Squad is the team page. Like I said, that's where you'll find all your trainings. And then we have Fitfam. The Fitfam group is what we call our product testimonial group. So if you, after this call or sometime over the weekend, I want you to go into these groups that I'm mentioning, and I want you to explore around in there and get comfortable in there. But the Fitfam group is where you can add all your friends, all your family, anybody that you talk to on Facebook. In the Fitfam group, there is a welcome video at the very top, and you won't see it if you're logged in from your phone. Just want to make that a note. So you won't see the welcome video. You have to log in from the computer. But when you see the welcome video, you can add your friends and then tag them in the comments of the welcome video and say, hey, Trisha, welcome to the group. You'll find all the information here. Okay. So this group, and it shows a video, it tells them anything they want to know that they come to you for about Beachbody. So if they want to learn about Shakeology, if they want to learn about a specific program, if they want to learn about our groups, the cost, just everything, so that you don't have to explain this in Messenger and overwhelm them. And also because as a new coach, you don't have all the answers right away, right? So this group really helps, because also when we see you, when our team, the team that I've created, see you guys adding your people in there, we go and we help encourage them to purchase, like say Shakeology or whatever it is that they're looking for, because everybody goes in and talks about it and hypes it up. So when you start doing that, you'll see the team kind of go in there and start chiming in too, like, yes, we're welcome, Shakeology is awesome, it's done this for me and that. So that group is there for you guys to utilize as much as possible, and that kind of takes the pressure off of you having to explain the products. Okay, do you guys have questions on those? Nope. Awesome, you guys are easy. All right, so Boom Squad, Fitfam, and then we have the Coach Life. And if you're not in these groups, make sure that you check and see if I have added you, because sometimes I miss over people. And then just shoot me a message and say, hey, Rachel, you haven't added me to this group. The Coach Life works the same exact way as the Fitfam group does, except it's for the business opportunity. Okay, so if someone is coming in and they're like, hey, I want to sign up as a coach, I want to work this business with you, or you've been talking to someone trying to get them to sign on as a coach, You add them to the Coach Life group, tag them in the welcome video, and then that group has all the information on how to become a coach and work the business with you. Okay, so we try to keep it super simple. These groups really help explain all the details of everything. Okay, all right, how much time do we have?
So question, do we get more money out of coaches or adding coaches to like teams, or do we get more money from just sales in general, or is it about the same for each?
It's everything, and I'm going to go into that, and that's a great question. I think there are 9 different ways to make money in this business, and yeah, it's amazing, and it's all trickles because it's a binary system. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what a binary system is, but it's the way that I build the team and sign coaches up under you as well, and you're going to make a profit off of those coaches, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that in like 5 minutes on the last part. Okay, so I will touch on that, Kimberly. Okay, so important that you're logging into those groups, trying to, getting familiar with them, and just seeing all the content that we have in there for you guys. So the first step, if you have not done this yet, when we get off this call, I want you to log into what is called your Coach Online Office. And in short, we call it COO. So if you guys ever see us talking about the COO in the chat rooms, you're like, what's the COO? COO, it means Coach Online Office. Okay, if you go to teambeachbody.com, you log into your account and you'll see there's a tab at the top and it says Coach. You click on that, and I'll send you guys a video on how to do this. But you click on it and it logs you into what is called your Coach Online Office. It is a full office where it houses all your customers, your emails, everything. It's a business office, okay? I want you ladies to go in there and find the EFT tab. EFT. This is the very first thing that I want you to do. What that is your electronic funds deposit, okay? So you're gonna click on it, you're gonna put in your bank information, and it takes like 2 minutes. That is so when you make your first paycheck, it goes direct deposited into your bank account, and they don't send a physical check because they'll take out a few dollars from the check, okay? So set up your EFT is right now today and get that part taken care of, so because I don't want you guys missing out on any money, even if it's just a couple dollars. Okay, so that's your first step, and then I want you to do your coming out post today if you have not done a post, and I want you to tag me in it. It doesn't have to be this long story, but I want you guys to kind of touch on how you're feeling right now and why you started this fitness journey, right? Why did you decide to say, hey, you know what, I want to give this thing a shot? And then what we do in those posts is we put what is called a call to action. At the end of your post, you'll put comment below to join me on this journey, or I'm looking for 5 other mamas that want to dive in and lose some weight with me because I need some accountability. If that is you, comment below. You always want to say comment below or shoot me a message. That's a call to action, giving them, details on what to do. Okay. So I want you to do that today and just give it a shot. Like I said, if you go into Boom Squad, there's an example of how to craft the coming out post.
So we do that on our pages specifically?
Yes, ma'am, on your Facebook. Okay. And from now on, you are a social media expert. If you've never played around with Facebook before or Instagram, that is what this business is. And I want you, and I have full trainings on how to use it. Like if you guys stick with me, you guys will be pros by next year. Okay. But for right now, to keep it simple, you're gonna now post on Facebook or Instagram, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. And honestly, it doesn't matter as long as you stick to one, okay, or both. I personally use Facebook most because that's just where I've built my business, and I like Facebook. I do have a presence on Instagram, but I like how Facebook works. So every day, and I know that may seem like, oh my gosh, I have to post on Facebook every single day, but I have examples of what to post. Like just really quick for give you guys an idea. Monday we'll post something like motivational, right? If you find a motivational quote or whatever, like let's work like a workout quote. Tuesday we're always sharing our transformation stories. So I'll share like some of my challengers, or maybe you'll start to have your own challengers, but you can also share the team's transformations, right? Wednesdays is Workout Wednesday. We're sharing our sweaty selfie pictures. So that, and it just kind of goes down the line, and I'll give you guys the graphic on to give you guys examples of what to be sharing every day on your social. But it's honestly just sharing the journey, most importantly, okay? All right, so you're gonna do your post today. You're gonna go set your electronic funds deposit. And then you're gonna get into the groups and start looking into there. Okay, those are the top things I want you guys to do today. And I don't want to give you too much because we're gonna get back on next Friday, right? Hopefully if you guys can make it, we'll stick to every Friday until we hit your next rank advancement. Okay, so you guys have like 10 more minutes. Can you stay on? Okay, perfect. All right, this is gonna touch on Kimberly's question about money, because we all want the money, right? All right, your first rank advancement is what we call an Emerald Coach, and this can literally be done in 48 hours. It's that simple. Okay, so and before I go forward, I need to back up. If you guys don't know, we get paid every Thursday off of your prior week's sales, okay? So you'll make a paycheck every single Thursday off of the team or what you've sold. So that's when you can expect your paychecks. And you can log into your Coach Online office and you can see a week ahead of time what your paycheck is gonna be for the following week, which is really awesome. I don't know where else you can go to work and say, hey, I know what I'm getting paid next Thursday, right? You just kind of wait. So every Thursday is when is payday. That's when you get paid. And then there's bonuses and different things that come along as well. But I shared that because every Thursday is also rank advancement day. So every Thursday is when you will rank advance depending on what you have added the prior week, okay? So if we work together for this week and get you to become emeralds before next Thursday, you will rank advance to emerald on Thursday of next week, which is the goal. Okay, that is the big goal that we're shooting for, and I'm going to share with you guys how to get to emerald in the last 5 minutes, and we'll be done with the call. So emerald is super simple. If you guys can see this, okay, it's kind of backwards for you guys, but this is what your pyramid, your binary system looks like. This is you, okay, and then you just need 2 people. And then your emerald. Okay, now let's talk about these 2 people. Beachbody has what is called a U+2 rule, which is a lot of network marketing companies don't have. So we have a huge benefit. And what they mean is that we can sign up our spouse, which is huge. So if you have a spouse, some coaches don't, so I always have to say that. And it doesn't obviously matter who it is. But if you do, your spouse or your mom, your aunt, your uncle, whoever is a close family member of yours, you want to sign up right away, like today if you can, okay? And you're going to sign them on as a coach. Discount coach and coach are the same thing, okay? Now, you don't have to sign them up with the full Beachbody, like if they live in the same house as you. So let's just use my husband, for example. I signed him up as a discount coach, but I signed them up with the 3-day refresh on Home Direct with the bag of Shakeology. So it was cheaper, and because we already have a Beachbody On Demand account, right? You don't need 2 On Demand accounts. Okay, do you guys have questions on that? It could get a little confusing. No? So it's another $140, or unless you want to find it cheaper to sign him up as a coach, get that done as soon as possible. And then your second person obviously can be whoever, but I always shoot for like your best friend. You know, it can also be your child 18 years and older. So for me, I signed up my husband and my daughter, and I was emerald. Okay, now yes. Now let's talk about that for a second. So let's say that was the ideal scenario. You sign up your husband or, you know, your child or mom, okay? These centers are what is called your controlled business centers. It doesn't mean they work the business, okay? They're just signing up to support you in your business, right? They're just getting products. maybe your mom signed up for Shakeology. She's getting her Shakeology, but now you have become Emerald. And this is where the magic happens. And this is why I get excited talking about this every time, because once you get Emerald, you'll see where the business starts to take off. Okay. So you sign up these 2 people, discount coach. Remember, they don't have to want to work the business. Now, if they do, awesome, because you're going to teach them how and I'm going to help you. But if they just want to sign up and help you, it's your husband and mom, and then your Emerald. Okay. Then what happens is everybody that I sign up and continue to sign up under the team, you now will make a team volume cycle off of. So you're going to make income off of what I build, but only if you're Emerald and above. Okay, so that's why I'm always like, get to Emerald as fast as possible, guys, because our team has a lot of volume and we cycle a lot of income pretty fast. So the sooner you can get to Emerald, you'll start. And here's another thing, you want to take a little note. You make 25% commission off of everything you sell, okay? Whether it's beach bars, Shakeology, a challenge pack. So if you sign up your husband with a challenge pack, you're gonna make $50 off of his pack, okay? Yes, I see Sarah go, oh. So that's what helps make that easy, because you're gonna make a paycheck off of signing him up anyways. And long term, once you get to a different position in your business where I'm gonna show you what to do further, you're gonna then work your husband's center, okay, for him. And you're gonna start signing coaches up under your husband's center. So you can see all these different ways that you guys are able to make money in this business. And there's just, you can also watch the Team Cycle bonus video. There's so many videos, but the Team Cycle bonus video, and that'll show you guys where the income comes from each pool and how different everything is, okay? But I wanna keep it simple for you guys today, because I want you guys to, you literally can make a paycheck by next Thursday, okay, if you do the simple things that I'm showing you, okay? So you want to really work on becoming Emerald and finding those 2 people to sign up. And if you guys have questions on any of this, you can shoot me a message anytime. You can also chime into the chat rooms, because that is what those are for. The entire team will help you answer your questions, okay? But do you guys have questions on that right now that I can answer? No?
What's the next step above Emerald?
Oh, it gets exciting after that. So I'll just tell you, the very top is a 15-star diamond, okay? But, and I'll show you the graphics, but it goes Emerald, Diamond, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, up to 15, okay? And then, when I talked about signing up your husband, right, or whoever you're going to build that center, you also can give them to 15-star diamond. So there's so many different ways that you're going to make money off of it. The sky's the limit. And that's why when I say, if you have started this business for, income purposes or whatever that looks like for you, this will absolutely get you there. I promise. But
so if you're unable, my question really, I guess, is if you're unable to like get how many ever people for that week to level up or whatever, do you ever drop a peg, or can you go down in pegs?
You can, yes. And you do that when somebody goes inactive, is what we call. So when, and also I want to be clear, I want you ladies to make sure that your accounts have to be active, and that means that you have to have a minimum of 50 PV coming out. So if you're not on Home Direct, like if you're not getting Shakeology on Home Direct or one of the products on Home Direct, it'll show you when you look at the product how much PV it gives. For example, Shakeology gives you 90 PV every month. So I always tell everybody to keep it simple. Just make sure you're on Shakeology Home Direct and your account will never go inactive. Okay. And then for your husband, all he needs is a minimum 50 PV, right? So you can order something less and just make sure that that account stays active. So when you go to do that, if you are going to sign up your spouse, make sure you send me a message. I will find you the cheapest way to do it, and we can set that all up and make sure that you're not overspending on that pack.
All right, cool.
Okay, cool. Any other questions, ladies? No? Awesome. Well, cool. I'm really excited for you girls. Like I said, if you know, this is something you really want to stick with, I'm here doing this every single day, so I'm not going anywhere. I would love to see you guys, you know, stick this out for a year with me and see where it can take you, because the sky's the limit. And this is just in short. Next week I'll get to talk about the bonuses and how all that works. How Beachbody takes us on Success Club trips. Like, I've been all over the world because of Beachbody. I would never have been able to do that. Every year they take us on a trip somewhere, Cancun, Mexico, Italy. Like, it's been amazing. So, and those trips are free when you get these certain numbers that I'm talking about. So right now, if you ladies can focus on making yourselves emerald, and listen, it doesn't have to be by next Thursday, okay? I'm just using that as an example because it could happen that fast, okay? Focus on emerald, and then go play around in the team pages and make sure you go set your EFT today. And then next week we'll talk about some more good stuff. Cool. All right, ladies. It was so nice to meet you. Welcome to the team. I'm excited for you guys.
Thank you.
And again, yes, absolutely. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you
Thank
next
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.